5:41 on this Tuesday morning, taking another turn outside with our weather with Alex. Obviously, a beautiful morning when I walked outside. I feel like it didn't feel too humid, at least for me, when I walked out of the house this morning, so I appreciated that.
Exactly right, yes. Temperatures and dew points still hovering very similarly in terms of the numbers, so it is a noticeable humidity, but it's definitely not as swampy as what's in store in the afternoon hours. We've seen a couple dew point temperatures reach the 80s in recent days, so that's probably on tap for yet again another afternoon. But in terms of this afternoon's rain chances, not going to be very hit or miss or very scattered in nature. It's going to be a little bit of organization behind it. So 72 degrees down in Lawrence County right now, some mostly clear skies, but some lower level clouds are popping up into the picture. Downtown Dublin, an area that did get its fair share of some showers yesterday, courtesy of those showers and storms actually coming in from the southeast as opposed to the typical direction we see them coming in from somewhere in the west and the northwest. But current numbers wise, somewhere around 73, 72 degrees, maybe a degree or two warmer or a degree or two cooler than that threshold. Dew point temperatures, dark green, that's all you need to know. The muggy air is still staying present this morning. So when you factor in that humidity later this afternoon, high temperatures or heat indexes rather, I should say, somewhere around the mid 90s, maybe even exceeding those numbers like we saw yesterday. But taking a look at your satellite and radar picture, still just this lone shower up here in Warren County, not finding anything in the way of rain here in central Georgia just yet. But the possibility of an isolated shower this morning cannot be ruled out, so you may run into a brief and a very short-lived rain shower that could give you a bit of a free car wash. But then we transition past lunchtime. We start to see scattered showers and even a couple of storms sprout well ahead of our approaching cold front. Looks like that's going to try to move out, but we see that plenty of rain is still behind that initial line that does form. So we go into the nighttime hours, and then you can see 11 p.m. is when we're hinting at this frontal boundary to continue to push closer and closer. Still good organization. It is a fairly broken line of rain, so not everywhere in this line going to receive something in the way of rainfall, but there are some pockets of some heavy downpours, which of course are going to indicate maybe some strong or even possibly severe storms. Now we go into the 3 a.m. hour. Activity begins to fizzle out. We start out Wednesday morning nice and dry. And then for Wednesday afternoon, the rain chances are back to being very scattered. Maybe the chance of seeing a storm or two, but more than likely, you're probably just going to catch a stray shower. And that pattern continues on into Thursday, hopefully setting up a pretty nice trend as we head into your 4th of July weekend. But before we get there, have to get through today, and areas farther to the north and the northwest are outlined in a level 1 out of 5 risk for some strong to severe weather. Again, gusty winds and heavy downpours are going to be the main impacts that we see associated with any thunderstorms this afternoon. But checking in on the tropics, still very slim chances of this area down to the southeast of us developing over the course of this weekend. So we take it to the long range models and you'll see that Friday on into Saturday, maybe even all the way into Sunday are trending very dry here in central Georgia. We do see that system trying to get its act together off the Atlantic coast towards the beginning of next week. But as it continues to stand, only a 20% chance of rain Thursday, Friday, all the way through your weekend. We could see this change, but right now, one thing that you should prepare yourself is some slightly warmer temperatures for 4th of July itself.